we are celebrating the centenary of one of our greatest institutions, the Norfolk WI. And my next two guests first came on the show. We were just trying to decide when it was. Was it late January?
It was.
Oh, there you go. My memory isn't quite as bad as I thought. Mary Dorrell and Margaret Collingwood, good morning. And thank you both for coming. I looked at the wrong person then. Mary Dorrell and Margaret Collingwood. I just got it the wrong way around. And of course, next month marks the 100th annual meeting. And tell us what you're doing.
This month.
This month.
This month.
This month.
It's
this
next
week.
Thursday.
Next week.
Yes, don't. It's getting very close.
It should say next week.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it a bit more urgent, doesn't it? Tell us what's going to be happening to mark this momentous occasion.
Normally we hold our annual meeting in St Andrew's Hall because it's an old institution, a bit like us, and we can get many of our members in, and it's sort of comfortable. It's like putting on a pair of old socks in lots of ways. But because we wanted to offer the opportunity to as many members as possible to come on this special one, we've had the Theatre Royal for the day. And can I just say the staff there are
amazing.
Absolutely amazing. They really are so helpful. So we're going to be on the stage of the Theatre Royal. I promise I won't do a quick tap number while I'm there. But we're going to have well over 1,000 members there. We've got Peter Wilson in the morning coming to speak to us, and in the afternoon Pam Ayres is coming, and
wow,
she's going to entertain us.
Now Mary, that sounds like a pretty epic party, 1,000 people coming together. You must be thrilled that many people have responded to the call, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as you know, we've got 5,000 members in Norfolk, and that's going to be 1 in 5 of our members there. We've got people coming from Terrington, St Clements, from Yarmouth, from Diss, from Sheringham, from all over Norfolk. So Thursday morning is going to be quite a sight in Norwich because WI members always get to meetings on time, so there'll be a queue all the way down Theatre Street. We've got our stewards in their lovely WI sashes will be going down talking to people in the queue until we can get everybody into the building.
If there's one thing they're known for, it's punctuality.
Absolutely, yes. And then once they're in the building, we've got all our different committees that organise different kinds of things. They've all got stalls. We've got sales and marketing downstairs. We've got sales and marketing upstairs. We've got coffee everywhere. Yeah. And eventually, sometime after 10, the doors to the auditorium will open, and in they will all flock.
And this is your 100th annual meeting. So how have those meetings changed over the years in terms of how they're run, really?
Actually, I'm going to come in there because this is something I've been doing, is quite a lot of research on the history of how the WI has, as an organisation, changed. And the answer is not very much. If something works, then you really don't need to fix it. And we have a same sort of discussion.
Margaret Collingwood from the Norfolk WI got this big party. It's actually next week, isn't it? It's the 21st of March. Yes. 1,000 members on stage at the Theatre Royal. And we were talking about how this is as part of your 100th annual meeting, and the meetings themselves haven't changed that much. But the way you communicate with each other, it kind of has to in sort of the changing technological world, doesn't it, Mary?
Well, when we looked into the archives, we discovered that the very first secretary, Mary Burgess, wrote 3,500 letters by hand in her first year.
Wow.
They didn't get her a typewriter until the 1930s. We don't know when she got the first telephone. And move on 100 years, our current Federation Secretary, Louise Casson, we reckon she writes about 7,000 emails a year and 7,000 telephones. I have to say, the most important way we have of communicating with our members hasn't changed. We like to get out there and meet them, whether it's going to their individual meetings or taking... we have a series of meetings we take out across the county in the autumn. But we do an awful lot online now. If you look for us, we've got a Facebook account, we've got Instagram, we've got Twitter, we've got Pinterest, we've got YouTube.
I was going to ask about social media. We've got YouTube!
Fantastic. Yes, you might hear us talking later on YouTube. We like to make sure that all our members can find us and access us in whatever way they feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
And obviously that is face-to-face, but in a growing number of cases it's others. We've got a couple of WIs who prefer Twitter. Several of them are picking up news. We put 3 posts a day on Facebook. We've got nearly 1,000 followers across the world, but mainly in Norfolk.
And it just goes to show how you can move with the times without losing that core tradition of what the WI is all about.
Well,
And-
I do think that actually the whole point of WI is being key in the community.
Yeah.
Now, that's what's so good about Facebook, because if we're going to start a new WI, we can put a shout out on a community page, and that has brought the most fantastic results. We reopened a WI in Toffwood by doing exactly that, by going onto the Toffwood Facebook site
Yeah.
and saying, anybody interested if we get this going? And Dereham and all those sort of surrounding villages, we suddenly got an influx of people going, yeah, great idea.
Wonderful. Well, ladies, we have to leave it there because we've run out of time, but we will see you again before long. So thank you very much for joining us again this morning. Got lots going on throughout the year, haven't